Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend. We need to expand. We also need to manage our happiness pretty carefully. So, one thing at a time here. First of all, this turns over. Now, we are very close to fervency. We're at 89% approval. We can push that over with the help of the... Okay, let's grab this. Push that over with the help of the luxury extractors that we just built. We're working on Reaping Station, which will let us pull some Titan bones. And I think that we have to now assimilate the Dorgeshi. We picked up another Dorgeshi village. Do I have 2 Dorgeshi regions? I guess so. Okay, so that's 2 extra resources per turn. So we'll be getting 6 Titan bones per turn out of the ground, which means that we will be able to keep the Titan bone booster rolling full-time up to, I believe, 8 cities. So that's pretty good. We're going to have to actually build some settlers. A little bit of titanium is not really what we were looking for at this point in the game. So our best expansion plan, like I said, is probably going to be something like Ganli and Rundaria. I don't love Ganli or Rundaria as regions. Like, there's not a lot to recommend them, although I guess dyes are nice. But here in Ganli, we could settle, like, here, take advantage of the 2 anomalies, the coast, and make it really easy to build an intensifier on top of this Palladian. What was the quest these guys gave us? Blow up an Ursus village. Okay, I could do that. And then here in Ganli, it's just, I don't know, settle around the anomalies, like here, maybe. Expand out this way, expand out that way to get the river. Alright, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Once Sulin finishes its right-of-way, it's building more burrows. That's right, we're getting more gold extraction that way. Yeah, I don't know. We have a plan. It'll work as long as red doesn't turn on us, basically. As long as neither red nor purple turns on us. But my suspicion is that purple would prefer to eat people that he shares a little bit more of a border with first. Okay. Red is boasting. I think it's interesting that the empire that boasts you is almost never the one that's actually on top. I think that's a nice touch, because just as in real life, the strong don't spend a lot of time boasting. So I think it's nice that boasting about being strongest actually tells you that they are not strongest. Tural will lose population. Well, that is not acceptable. We're never going to get this thing done. Ugh. Alright, we've got proper trade routes now through most of our empire. Tural still doesn't have the thing. This is the village we're supposed to destroy. I don't really trust Zarcha and this zealot to be able to pull that off, unfortunately. Okay, so Alandrin needs to produce me a settler. Do you think you could maybe do it a little bit faster than 8 turns? That's something, I guess. We're definitely having industry problems this game. It's, like, really bad. Okay, once we have Ganli and Rundaria, we've basically secured these 4 regions behind them that we can expand into slowly. We're going to keep running from these miners that are definitely chasing us. Okay, we probably want to destroy some of these villages. Okay, there's a sea monster. There's a lust for loot. That is handy. Yeah, we probably want to destroy some of these cultist villages. Obviously, that's going to involve building troops. So, not, right this second, but soon. We need to get our resources coming in. this is really good. Bread and circuses is going to be very valuable for us. Alright, so where were the two places? Sulin is about to have access to Titan Bones. I was going to have a settler pumped out of Sulin, but I guess we can actually have the second settler also come from Alandarid, maybe? Or maybe from Rothald. Actually, probably from Rothald. If we do this 5 turns, that's acceptable. We'll get back to growing Rothald's population afterward. This this lust for loot could be big for us. The pink ardent mages have been defeated. Maybe not great. Could be not great. Now green is pillaging our stuff, which is annoying. And let's go ahead and grab our Durgeshi. Alright, we're going to be in a little bit of a position here. A little bit of a crappy position. As far as influence goes. So we may have to re-divert some people to influence. We can meet blue. I don't know what happened to pink, but my suspicion is they probably got cornered. Built into a corner tight enough that they couldn't defend themselves or something. Okay, blue's Wildwalkers. Good enough for me. So red is still my primary concern as far as winning the game before we can win it goes. Okay, the next rune is that way. They apparently have a lot of extra points of movement equipped on their guys. Yeah, wow, 10. That is some... Okay, you assholes. Well, they have 10 movement on their units, and they are not afraid to spend a huge amount of effort just assaulting us. So that's annoying. Let's put down a couple of pillars. I'm actually going to go to 3. I'm going to go to 3 pillars here. And then our next step should be heroes. So we need to get up to probably about 600 by the time we have access to them. How expensive is it going to be? Yeah, we should buy Zarcha Atenul back pretty quickly. So we can push for more progress on the Lust for Loot. So yeah, Blue's first action was to be a huge dick to us. I will not forget that. So over here we can build a district here and a district here, and then a cargo dock in one of these spots to level up the museum. Turn 67 is very uneventful, but this is going to be a turn where we get to accomplish some things. First of all, we did it. During the dark season, search that and that. Okay, those are much friendlier locations than we pulled last time. Okay, Toral probably should give me a watchtower. 11... Man. The city has no industry. Okay, let's restore. Is it going to be better? Yeah, it's probably better to just assign you to the first rigger circle. That's probably going to be the fastest way to get her where she's going. And we have a winter coming sometime. Hard to know. Hard to know when. It would probably be a good idea for me to produce a Berdeki, just something fast to run around and search stuff. I'm not going to retrofit that design at all because I really, really can't afford for them to take any longer to build than they're already going to take. No, please don't run through strange lands. Yeah, the idea that the fastest and best way to Rondaria is to go all the way over here and then swing down is a very, that's a very computer Pathfindery way to go about it. They should probably try to make your settlers stay within the bounds of your territory if possible. Okay, we really need leveled up pillars. We also really need to start these extractors. Which one do we need first? Honestly, let's go for the pillars. Okay, so that's going. Rothald could build all kinds of stuff, really. We could just build a district over this thing, and then I guess probably what I actually want to do there is an intensifier, so I probably want to wait. We can build out our districts in preparation for the intensifier, or we can make troops. It's probably better to make troops. We need units. Now these troops could be powerful. If we equip the zealots with that, and also max out their armor. Okay. Now remember, we're pushing the city's population right now, so this zealot is going to take a long time to produce, but that's fine. I still really want to pacify these guys via quest. We actually have enough Titan Bones to pop a thing right now. Let's pop the gold as well. Yeah, that takes us to 143 dust per turn. And the cultists just got purplified. I was hoping that we were going to have a little bit more time. Oh, hey, look, it's blue. So, hopefully they only have the one army in range. Yeah, I'm more convinced than ever that we really need to wall off Gonley. So I think Gonley's the settler's gonna want to settle right here. It lets us take advantage of the terrain to make it kind of awkward to attack us, and also gets us the anomaly in some forest. You know, let's just... I was going to try to do this in a way that preserves my hero's movement for maximum lust for loot, but I'm concerned that that's not really... But that's going to put us in danger from Blue's army. Let's include every garrison and just do this. This is maybe, really risky. These dudes fly, but they're not fast, remember. You will do nothing you are not explicitly told to do. Get over here in the corner. Okay. We are taking an awful lot of damage here. Okay. Okay, with all the zeros. Oh man, might we actually injure one? Yeah, unfortunately, our hero and most of our units completely refusing to deal damage there is going to make it so that our settler is forfeit, I think. Nope, they're not going for it. Okay, 56. There we go. That's an actual hit. Yes. Could you please run? Yeah, of course. Alright, well, that's a tremendous show of poor sportsmanship on the game's part, but okay. We'll take it. So, fortunately, this is a pretty high industry area. We got a good anomaly here. It's good that we destroyed that army, but I'm very annoyed at the way that this worked out. Okay, so there's no way to have a citizen born and also this unit completed. We could pay for it. I guess maybe that's okay. Sure. I want to have a citizen born and then have all of them work together on the settler. So we should have exactly enough people to make sure that the citizen is born. Because this will give us one extra guy to work on the settler, speed things up a little bit. And our hero was injured again. You know, some days you just can't catch a break. This is a good use of our time. Get 6 dust per turn out of a single turn of effort. And then we need to probably... We gotta build our altar sometime. Do I want to just build it here? Not really. This might be where we want to build a couple more troops, actually. Yeah, let's plan for that. Because we can't just keep having no army. At some point, the AI is going to punish us for this. We've been remarkably lucky so far, but this is not a strategy that is destined for long-term success. Alright, let's get down here. I do not have time to listen to Blue be a pissy little dick about anything after the way he has treated us so far. So we're just barely fervent now, after the settling of the new city. Tural's fortress, or Tural's market, will push us a little bit further north, but it won't be enough that we will remain fervent even after settling Rondaria. But it's not going to be too bad. Alright, how much time do I have left on this for the 6 turns? So I might be able to get the next one after this. Alright, we don't have to have a huge standing army either. We just have to have some guys. Alright, after this, I think we can research ships. I know I've been super slow about getting to the water, and the AI has kind of given me all the time in the world, but I'm very nervous about the land part of our game. Alright, so let's buy back our hero. We gave her time to heal as much as we could afford. Okay, that's a nice close one. 80 influence is not a bad prize at all. Okay, the Wild Walkers are rolling in dust. It's good to know it's not like hugely relevant, but... Okay, make me an Empire Mint, and then make me a Watchtower. So we need a lot of pearls. Like, I haven't really spent a lot of time trying to gather pearls. We really haven't had that many dudes to just run around. Purple's in my territory, making me nervous. Alright, us getting 80 influence is going to help our empire plan tremendously. So what are we targeting? If we could get 300, that would be fantastic. We have 6 turns in which to do it. Right now, we're going to end up at 170 plus 6 more ticks of 9 leaves us short by 80-ish. So with 6 more turns, I would have to improve our influence per turn by like 12. No, more than that. I'd have to assign a really large number of citizens to influence. So we're not doing it. We're just going to accept that we have a bad empire plan, and we're going to focus on getting other things done. So that means that we're only going to be happy, or maybe even content after the next settle. Okay, it's interesting that blue is conquering. Blue just took the cultist city. I was going to say it's interesting that blue is getting the conquer victory on when it looked like purple was the one who was going conquering, but blue's taking stuff from purple. Oh wow, that was really nice. The game feels a little bad about some of the things that have been happening and has given us a little bit of a break here. So 320 dust and 25 moonleaf is not a bad pull at all. Okay, Alundrin. Is this where I want to put up my altar? No, I think just make me units. Oh, we have enough for a hero. So, we're pretty picked over here. Science boost 1. Influence boost 1. Science efficiency 2 is not bad in a large city that's dedicated to science. Science boost 1. Wow. Unfortunately, Vaulters make pretty bad governors because their faction tree is not very strong. So, actually, there's nobody here that I want as a governor. Like, these options are so bad that we're just going to wait and see if a better governor makes itself available in the future. Alright, winter will be any minute now. What are the conditions for our faction quest? Nothing. Okay. Just search the ruins. So we have a couple of units. In particular, we have a Berdeki, which is a nice fast unit that can run over and grab this. So actually, at this point, we have time on the the cooldown, unfortunately. So I cannot separate the hero from the unit. Okay, 320 dust. We need to research this. We should probably get ships first. Which one do I want? I think fire ships? Are fire ships better up front? No, let's get artillery ships first. I actually really like artillery ships. Okay, so purple settled a location that they don't have any adjacency to, which is strange. Alright. I'm going to put down pillars around here, because we really need to keep our tech rolling. We're going to be a little more careful with their positionings, because we want to build around those tiles. And back at home, here, I suppose, is a fine place for one. Okay. We're just going to keep checking the... oh, hey, new batch of heroes. So some of them stayed. Dust efficiency 1. Science boost 1, expansion support 1. So expansion support doesn't come up very often. But it's lowered expansion disapproval. It's not bad. It's not bad. If Follow Tegrit has damage boost 3, that's not really... Influence efficiency 2 is one of the few things in the game that can boost your per citizen influence. That may be worth getting. Uday Khan. Expansion support 2. Okay, you know what? Let's hire Iraku. Iraku, unfortunately, also has a really weak faction tree. You know what? Maybe not. He does have this skill, which makes naval units much cheaper in his city. So we could walk up his faction tree. It also gives plus approval. So we could walk up his faction tree to here, and then, you know, inspirational leader, cold operator. You know what? That's what we'll do. So I'm going to plant him in Sulin, actually. Did he have any unspent? No, we bought him at level 1. Okay. I think getting him leveled up will actually be worthwhile. Alright, now remember, our troops are less good than troops that have proper Adamantian or Palladian weapons, but not by that much. I don't feel too bad about it. You know what, let's go ahead and build the extractor. Oof, 10 turns. Actually, maybe that's not a good use of our money. Maybe we should just build our altar here. Yeah. Let's get it out. You know what else we need to get is pearls. They're sending people out to grab the pearls from my area because I am not grabbing them fast enough. That's a settler. They're going to settle Dean. I'm going to let that happen. Yeah, this is fine. I think we're good. I mean, I don't know. That's maybe too much. But I think our settling plan is good. At some point, it's going to turn winter. This just became active. Oh, Dust to Rust happened. Okay. So, donate a total of 40 Palladian. Each time you contribute, you get 100 Dust. And at the end, when all of the Palladian has been donated, whoever donated the most will get 50. And until then, all strategic gear costs more resource than it used to. Unfortunately, Palladian is the one that we don't have a lot of great access to. Right, I'm going to disengage my hero from my from this guy. Alright. In a single move, he can get to this ruin. Our hero will go this way. Because there's a series of elaborate cliffs along our territory's border, we have to spend a lot of time moving to get to where we're going. Alright. We got that pacification, which means we got some money as well. That's handy. And we see some Fomorians. The Fomorians run a lot of boarding vessels, and I like artillery ships a lot against boarding vessels as long as you can position yourself such that they don't get adjacent to you on the first turn. Alright, so Tural has more population and a pacified minor faction. That's nice. You know what? Let's do this first. Although, I guess the right-of-way, the usefulness of the right-of-way at Ganley is being held up by Tural because Ganley and Tural, or Tural is the only region we control that's adjacent to Ganley. Yep, let's keep things rolling. Keeps us fervent for now. Things are going to get a little bit rough soon. Fortunately, oh man, I love Ganley having high industry. Let's grab one of these. We're going to need Shipyard as well. Well, we don't need, but want. We're going to want Shipyard. Okay, are we going to... Yeah, I guess this is burrow time. We'll switch that city to ship production as soon as ship production is available to us. Okay, so you have a place to go. You're already where you need to be. Alright, winter could fall any moment now. There it is. What was this quest? Destroy that Ursus village. I wonder, do I have to destroy that, or is it enough that it is destroyed? Okay, so I think we're just going to be able to take this. Well, I guess we can do that. Yeah, that'll have to do. I don't know that we needed to spend that second 100, but it might be helpful. Oh, he cannot make it in one turn during the winter. Well, that's fine. You keep going as well. Alright, let's start getting these extractors up. Because I think we can just put you back. Really, I'm just trying to grab a lot of pearls real fast here. We need pearls to actually build the specialty districts, which are powerful and useful. I'm going to take Blue's pearls over here. So it's interesting, Blue is losing territory to Purple. That was definitely Blue before. Okay, they just... Oh no, that was just my me losing vision, because I no longer have the +2 vision thing. Okay, we searched that one. Now you should get the hell out of there. Alright, so that'll lock Blue out. I'm glad I started moving on this as early as I did, because we got caught pretty by surprise there. Yeah, we're not getting away. There's no way. Well, that's fine. Part of the reason I only wanted to build a level 1 guy was that we had no way of, like, guaranteeing his safety or anything. Or I wanted to build a completely unupgraded guy, rather. Unfortunately, it looks like this has tanked our... Okay, we're still happy. Just this city is miserable. Once we have a market, things will be better. I guess you guys can just... You know... So what's next? There's a lot of things we need. We would benefit tremendously from Dust Refinery and from cargo docks and from Imperial Coinage. Let's get coinage so that we can trade it to other players and stuff. And I'm going to hit the run fast button and see if they'll let my Berdeki go, but my suspicion is they will not. Oh, I forgot all about this. We got hydrology. Yep, and then they move aside and let this guy engage on him to kill him. Oh, no. I guess they're going to let him get back to my territory. Well, that's nice of them, I suppose. Right, let's search this run from this side in case it spawns enemies. Okay, we have acquired cold engineering. Produce a minimum of 30 influence for a period of 5 turns in one of your cities. That should be doable. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be here, I think. Yeah. It's just 5 turns. We'll get there. We now have a tiny bit of... you know what? I probably should just pick up canal systems everywhere I can build them, right? We should pick up the canal locks somewhere too, but probably not in this city, because this city's going to spend a lot of time on food. Yeah, this won't be done until after the winter's over anyway, so the fact that it's only functional during the summer is not does not make that a bad move. I wonder if this Ursus village gets destroyed by Blue, will it give me my quest completion? Because that would be really handy. on, get out of there. Looks like our Bardeki might escape with this, by the skin of his teeth. We really should be trading, or buying some heroes here. Okay, Iraku. Yeah, we definitely want to come up through here, even though this is not particularly relevant. Okay. Blue's going to squawk at me about expanding in a way that makes me adjacent to them, even though they didn't seem to mind when they did it to me. You know how the AI is. Okay, so we still have a lot of the same heroes available. Satasa with Influence Boost 2 is here. Might be a thing to do in a coast-adjacent city. Take advantage of the approval boost. In fact, in the new city, I did build adjacent to the coast, right? Yeah, in Rondaria, it won't take too long to get to that approval boost, and Rondaria is where we will need it the most. We can also get expansion support, but expansion support is... it's not bad. No, let's do this. Plus, Influence Boost 2 is just free influence without me having to do anything for it, which is nice. Let's rush that. And... okay. Alright, our approval's really not in a bad place. I'm starting to pick up a decent number of pearls now as well. I don't know. Maybe we will pull this off? Maybe? Alright, Gonley finished its market. That's good for us. Yeah, Blue's expanding, but we've locked them out of a large amount of territory. We've locked them out of enough territory that I think they can't win an expansion victory without taking stuff from us. I don't think that they'll try right away, but that does mean they will eventually try. Should this be next? The Dust Pillar, I'm not too worried about. I think Dust Refinery will be better for our dust on the whole. Also, we have no source of glasssteel income. I just realized. Why don't you do that first? You know, we still actually haven't searched all this area over here. Let's do that. We're making good progress on our faction quest, and that does matter. Getting free rewards is important. Ah! Damn it. Actually, you know what? Are we close enough to the city? We are. I'll just die, though. Let's upgrade the Bardeki design, see if we can't just retrofit him right quick. Cavalry Slayer versus Infantry Slayer. Definitely go Infantry. Man, the art for these maxed out weapons is real good. Now he has a small chance of surviving the battle. No, let's not engage. We'll just go around. I would really like it if Blue's AI would just burn that village already so that we can know whether or not we're going to have a chance of getting a quest pull on these dudes. Alright, we'll just take 2 builds here. 2 pillars. So the first one goes here, for sure. And the second one can be in a variety of places. I don't know, whatever. Oh, we've built up enough that we're looking at 160 for our second pillar now. Hold on, we found 10 adamantium. I was kind of hoping for some for some money. And Alondarin could probably put up a canal system. That's worthwhile. Alright, it's been winter for long enough. The winter could end any minute now. That would be okay. So as we continue to develop here, we need to also continue to expand. We want to end up with a huge number of citizens in our territory so that we can convert really hard into industry production mode. Erect 4 pillars of extraction. Is that the dust pillar? Okay. Somebody built the megapole. Fair enough. Minus 50% diplomatic point gain on Empire every winter for the rest of the game is gonna suck. We could pray... Let's pray. I hate to use our pearls like this, but I would really like that not to be the case. It's going to be close enough for us without having to gain diplomatic points at half speed for half of the game. Okay, there's another dye deposit over here. That's good. This city can get back to work. Unfortunately, wow, we really took very little time off of our artillery ship while we were producing all that influence. So we don't even have a quest from these guys. Come back with a minimum of 3 minor faction units. We can do that. And the 3 Moonleaf that we will get for doing it is actually pretty relevant. $15 emeralds and 15 grass silk. I don't think we have... Yeah, we don't have those things. We have a lot of sources of adamantium. Why don't we give you some equipment? We'll snap you over here so you can get a little bit of XP from exploring, and also this way if those sisters attack, we will completely annihilate them. Alright, Turl and Ganley finished their right-of-way at the same time, and now we should have very good mobility throughout our empire, which is good because we're getting a little spread out. Shouldn't be a problem. I wonder, should we just attack them? Okay, we got a quest. Okay, so we are actually in a position to be able to do this. Usually if you get this quest super late, it's kind of a bummer, but we actually could build a dye extractor here and a dye extractor in Gleka, potentially. So... Actually, wait a second. Does it say... Yeah, the extractors have to be exploiting First Era resources. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. I do feel underdeveloped for this point in the game, but I also feel like we're getting away with a lot more than we might normally. Alright, we don't want to try to build the dust refinery in Ganley first. We want to build it in a place where it's going to be a little bit more powerful first. We also want to get canal systems up. Alright, we're finally sort of fixing our industry problem. But we're managing to maintain a pretty decent happiness level. Alright, so like Sulin's not a terrible place to try to build it. What does the ground around Sulin look like? Sulin's actually getting very little industry from terrain, so canal system doesn't really make a lot of sense here. Now, let's make a couple of ships. Be ready to do some fighting on the sea in case we have to. Man, actually, you know what? I thought that it was going to be... Well, I guess it's about the same speed to build it pretty much everywhere. Alright. So let us see what is in store here. Somebody donated once on this. We have to get our Palladian extractor up. Have we had Third Winter yet? We have. So, I mean, let's go ahead and buy this, because this is definitely what I'm going to use my pearls on. And we need to get pearls so that we can build a bunch of these as quickly as possible. Okay, we failed to complete the quest, and they probably won't give us another one. It's often the case when you fail to complete a quest. So I guess let's go over there and kick their asses. We will subjugate them by force. Let's start having a look around. Alright, we're going to try to get some levels on our cities. We have to store up a fair amount of dust here because we have to put down 4 pillars at the same time to move our faction quest forward. Aha! Alright, every 10 pearls we find is going to be a huge increase in our ability to gather resources. This is very important. How long are we on these pillars? It's really hard to mouse over the pillar. Because just mousing over the square doesn't always give you the information for some reason. See, like you can see, I'm on the Botanical Garden hex. Okay, what about... I don't even remember where I put the other one up. Huh. Oh, that's right, I did only put the one up. There we go, 4 turns. Okay, I'm going to let the 4 turns expire, then we'll walk our faction quest forward a little bit. Alright, we gotta get some fire ships to to make these artillery ships a little bit more dangerous. They're much better working as a team than they are solo. Alright, open wounds hopefully won't affect us very much. Get some approval from Oceanic Exploitation. So this is the first intensifier. This is the one we need most. And we will expend money to rush that if we can. Alright, we'll throw these on the end here. Okay. Now what can you do that's useful? I guess we could, like, scour the land for ungrabbed pearls. Sulin has put out a couple of boats, a couple of functional ships. This might be a good time to upgrade our ships, but you can see they have a base damage of 74, so it's not bad, even without upgrades. Yeah, let's produce a couple more. And then we'll worry about upgrades. Because I know that the, well, actually, plus 30% damage is pretty relevant with these guys, though. Okay. Two sources of dust orchid, not bad. Only one mithrite. And there's no Hyperium anywhere in the half of this continent that we claimed, which is annoying. Alright, let's, I guess let's expand out here. We'll go this way. It'll grab us some more river space, and it'll give us the ability to make an intensifier here, which we will need because we have very few sources of glass steel. Okay. Ganley also wants to expand this way. Grab that other anomaly. A bathysphere and a boarding vessel, both level 3. I think we should be able to kill that, but I also don't see any particular reason to. Alright. I guess the cost difference is a lot less relatively with this one as well. So this would give plus 20 damage. We really can't afford to apply our glass steel to that, though. Alright, I think I'm going to take Endless Mechanisms right away. We could use a little push. As well as something for our hero to do. So it is now 6 turns to produce one of these, unfortunately. Actually, should I hang out down here? Yeah, let's hang out down here so we can grab this cluster of ruins when they reactivate. Oh no. It's the sea monster. It's also 10 pearls. That's really nice. Okay, so we need to keep an eye on that. Our pillar's about to run out. We definitely have enough resources to put down what was asked for. 4 pillars of extraction. It's not too bad at all. Alright, let's see if these guys have a nice easy quest for us. Blue declared war. Okay, well, give us 200 dust, they say. Yeah, blue declaring war kills us. Probably. We have some troops. We're not completely out. But I should probably have been pursuing a strategy of increasing diplomatic... what do you call it? Increasing our diplomatic status with blue. So actually, let's reload. Because you guys... I guess we'll drop a save here as well. You guys should not have to suffer for my mistake here. Let's reload the autosave from last turn. Because the whole reason we pursued the peace tech so early was so that we could try to avoid getting attacked by a superior force, right? So let's see if we can fix that. We have a little bit of influence to play with. We have some technology. We have some other stuff. Hopefully we can talk blue into not cutting our throat. Now doing that is by no means a victory. Not by itself, certainly. But let's see what we can do. So peace doesn't look completely out of reach. If we give them, like, Imperial coinage and artillery ship, they'll go for it. They won't give us anything in return, and it will cost the vast majority of our influence. But, I mean, doing this does give us some diplomatic points. And if we just take the deal in their favor like this, they'll like us better in the future. Okay. What's the influence value I'm going for? 360 would be nice. Is that feasible? We have 5 turns. We would have to generate 200, so we'd have to get up to 40 per turn. Or we'd have to go up by 40 per turn. So we can actually do that. No, we just have to get up to 40 per turn, right? Yeah, we have to get. So we could even leave a couple of these guys on industry. Yeah, 5 ticks of 46 is 230, which is all we need plus a little bit. We have to get to 480 to allow us to take this as well. That's less good. Yeah, screw it, we're fine. Yeah, and that'll put us up to ferment. Okay. So this is the strategy I was supposed to be pursuing. Sorry about that. Alright, let's head down here. It's worth getting attacked by the sea monster to pick up 10 pearls and talk to these guys. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to flee, probably, but I can split the navy and sacrifice one of the ships to the sea monster while running the other one out to try to find more fortresses or something. And then the map stopped. There we go. Alright. We're buddies, right? We're friends. So I think I'm going to do that now. I'm going to split this navy. I guess I'm employing foreknowledge a little bit, but it's not going to be foreknowledge for very long, because that sea monster is about to crawl up our tailpipe. Give them 20 Hyperion. Well. Y'all don't ask for much, do you? Alright, Stasa gets that level. And now is the time of building 4 pillars of extraction. So obviously we want to put these in locations like that. It's another fine spot right here. Nowhere else has more than 2 districts, right? So I guess it sort of doesn't really matter where I put them down from here. There we go. 4 pillars of extraction. Unfortunately, we do not have the money to put up a science pillar. We're at 18. Yeah, we have important stuff to build, and we do actually need this. I'm sure we'll get 2 more pearls soon. I guess we're just kind of chilling out here waiting. Alright, do I want to attack? 20 Hyperium's unrealistic. But we don't know what's in the fog. Yeah, there's too much fog. I'm definitely worried that we could end up pulling more neutral vessels. It could also be that we just don't win this attack. Yeah, let's go for it, though. Oh, it's 2 boarding vessels. We should be able to do this. We just got to make sure we're positioned correctly. Okay. So he can move to here, and we have range 4. Unfortunately, we don't have super high attack. Really good damage values. There we go. And we have revealed our next target. I think I'm going to keep these guys separated. Alright, we should actually... what's the Moonleaf situation? The Moonleaf situation is that there isn't any. There's a ton of grass silk available, some red sang. not really the stuff I'm looking for. That's fine. We'll get through. Somehow we will suffer through. Okay, Gonley needs to build something, but what? Could be a settler. Could just be units. Might just be units. Yeah, it's just units. That's fine. We could use more army. Alright, now the sea monster should still be around here somewhere. We'll stay in the fog as much as we can. Wow, 40 wine. That is a lucky find. Oh, also our die value got up. Okay, actually, with plus 50% die, send an Argent Mage hero with the Transcendent Rod and 2 level 6 Zealots to that ruin. Okay. Level 6 Zealots is a problem. The Ascendant Rod's also kind of an issue. Alright, well, we get 3 more ticks of 3 more ticks of influence before we hit our empire plan. 480 would require, I have to get 214, so it would require my value to be just like 75, which we're actually over. So we can get a really good empire plan this next time without even having to adjust anything. I think I'm going to leave you right where you are. 2 level 6 zealots, huh? What's going to be the best way to do that? I don't know. Actually, you know what? We probably should call the episode here, because I am out of time. Well, let's do this. Let's see how this fares, and then we will call it. So, much like last time, I can set up here and take the first shot. He's got very high defense, but he also only has 2 speed. I can shoot him and he can't move into me. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I think we're actually going to try to focus down these guys first. Moving into the fog is a good play. It gives a bunch of bonus defense. And moving into the fog in this way in particular lets us benefit from bonus morale. Now, note that the artillery ability gives minus 50% attack and damage when attacking or counterattacking an adjacent unit. You can have a unit be adjacent to you and not take the penalty, as long as the thing that's adjacent to you isn't what you're attacking. It's not hugely relevant here, but you know, it could be. Alright, please kill it. Aww. Even at the worst possible attack table, you still have a 75% chance of dealing damage. So, you don't have to expect that 0 damage result too often. Oh hey, you know what we have now is money. Alright, you're going to stay right where you are because Endless Mechanisms is about to go off. We have 1,000. We have 1,000 gold. So we could buy some Hyperium. We're going to need to equip the staff. It is Hyperium, right? Yeah. We still need 2 pearls so that we can build our intensifier. Man. Alright. Well, we've got a lot of stuff to do. Red's been pushing out on the oceans pretty suddenly here. So hopefully we can... Wow, this is a huge region. Hopefully we can take this one over and halt his advance. It looks like blue hasn't infringed on red too much, so I don't know. I don't know how long we have. It's turned 98, and I really don't feel very developed. So that suggests to me that probably I spent too much time with our cities having too poor of an output this game. But we're going to see if we can salvage it. So come back next time. Look for that. And we'll see you then.